Alright, so let's recap what happened. Sayaka is dead. She was murdered in my room. It's not gonna look great on me. Continue. Well, you left off? Yeah. This does not look great on me. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Everyone. Ah, you're finally awake. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
it's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Yeah, that happened. Yeah. What happened? Yeah, that. Yeah. Hey, are you okay? Wait, is the body gone? Wait, they don't seem like... So it wasn't a dream? They're not questioning me. They're not pushing me as if... They're not pushing me as if I had been caught as a murderer. What I saw? It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think will happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it if we're gonna do... What good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said it, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoner, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. We should listen to anything he has to say. Or why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates school regulations, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed you is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us? Killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when all this began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you can graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they want to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us did really kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave? Ho ho ho. Dude, what a freak!
What?
Is he sentient? Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive. You're just so naive. You think it's that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz out of here? You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. They gotta get away with it. How long? How long we got? Surely they put a time on us. Surely it's probably gonna be like a week? A week doesn't seem long enough. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills a fellow student... Oh, if you are blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not just enough to kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. You need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Oh no. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. After the murder? Hours? That's not enough time. That is so not enough time. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. The spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown. Oh, fuck.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is.
Shit.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Who's getting launched out the airlock?
The answer you've arrived at is correct. Only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life.
What does that mean? If they're caught, what? They die as well?
However,
What does the
if you
punished
choose
mean?
poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
So, if we're wrong, we don't die, I think.
Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
Oh, does that mean we all die?
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Ah, god damn it.
Well,
What exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Ah! What's the point of killing someone if you're gonna get killed anyway? And if we're wrong, we all die? Execution?
what?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution!
That's so bad.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add one rule. I just described it to your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might. I don't know. Throw you in the dark, deep, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up. Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my type of style to... It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to get through me first. As he said, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... dominated. Wait. I lost. Wait a second. I lost. What an angle.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Yeah.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
No! What? What? I couldn't even do anything about that. I didn't even do anything.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. I didn't do anything!
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really want to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am.
Dude, why is he such a cunt?
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
There's 2 women dead! He's killing all my waifus! Oh my god, can you kill the hippie? Ah, dude, it's 2 people. Granted, Sayaka was insane and I wouldn't have wifed her up. But Junko? Oh, come off it.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who was until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
It's not really all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying that I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? 'Cause their surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down. So then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put in your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Man, Monokuma sucks. I hope he fucking dies. I hope I gotta kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was still more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. So if I get it wrong, is it just GG's, game over? We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, now's no time to wallow in your depression. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or willing to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourselves to blame.
Terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's
just a
happened.
second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. So we have no choice but to move forward. Yo, let me at this tape. I'm gonna deduce this thing like Sherlock Holmes, alright? Nothing gets past me. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell I'm letting someone kill me. Alright, whoops. What'd he say? Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. No matter how much we do, no matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. Dude, this double pressing of the controller. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why. I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Alright, so here's... Let me get this straight. Sayaka was specifically targeted because it is weird that Sayaka at one point in the night is like, bangs on my door and she's like, someone tried to open my door. They tried to kill me. And then we swapped rooms. And then my room was broken into, which she was in. But I think it's so weird. I was thinking about this last night. I feel like the room's doors can't be busted down, like, easily or at all. Like, I feel like the whole point of, like, the doors is, like, how they're locked is that they can't be busted down. Like, they're supposed to, like, keep you safe. Innately. So I feel like Sayaka had to have opened the door at some point. For someone. That's what I think. I don't know. I remember there was an image. I know there was an image when we, like, first approached the door before we found the body, but I don't remember what it looked like. So I can't, like, go back and, like, analyze the door. But I feel like she opened it. So I wonder if the killer was trying to, like, tried Sayaka, failed, and then tried me. That's what I'm currently wondering. Can I analyze the body? That's where my head's currently at. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything to say. She was gone. I don't know why I even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Yo, Byakuya, fuck you. Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no. Someone save me. Someone let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Who do I think it could be? Who do I think it could be? I don't know anything about Toko. Toko seems like a bit of a freak. Byakuya? I don't know. Kiyotaki was in my room at one point. But he didn't really do anything. That was just for... That was just to tell me about breakfast. He was in my room. I don't know what info he could have gathered at that point. What else can I analyze? What can I analyze back there? Oh, I think that means leave.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking about putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all of the evidence you want. Well, fuck you.
So then,
Fine then, I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Why is Byakuya? Alright, this is so like Among Us. Why is Byakuya, who has had like very little role so far, why is he like all of a sudden fucking like fucking throwing his hat in the ring? Why is he giving info? It's like you guys could tamper with the evidence. He would say that because he of course would tamper with the evidence. Why is he fucking like all of a sudden like a main character? This is like Among Us. Yo, I got some questions for you. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Yeah, I would love to. I'd like to ask you some questions, bitch.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. Oh, I think I need to go investigate the crime scene. Let me talk to everyone first. If we find out who did it, only that person dies. What if we get it wrong? Then all the rest of us face execution.
Heck?
That's what a ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid.
Are you
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? Wait, why do you care? So we're really going to try and find out who did it? Yeah. Why wouldn't we? Leon. If we don't, we all die. Leon?
Oh.
Hmm? So you finally noticed.
Crap.
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then could it be? Guys, it's not me. I was trying to report the body, but you guys got there first. I got there first. I know it looks bad. I couldn't find the report button. Ah, shit. All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. Shit. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180s from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned, in other words. You think I did it?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get it wrong...
So...
Well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually...
I'd rather soon you didn't. I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it too.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did it right here, right now, then they're thinking of destroying that evidence.
You're fucking dead.
They better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I'll fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? Are we really gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. Toko, I'm about to launch you out the airlock, alright? I'll just kill you because you're pissing me off. What are you implying?
This is very
It was
suspicious.
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. I'm not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. What? Why not? Not good with blood. All it takes is one glint and I black out. What? One glimpse and you black out. Have you forgotten that we're in the gym with Junko's dead body, who we all just witnessed, and you're still conscious? I'm not buying it, Toko. Something's not adding up. The math ain't adding up. We're in the presence of a dead body right now.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. That's not adding up. That ain't adding up. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me still hadn't been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? Of course everyone thinks you're the killer. How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will... Yeah, everyone's gonna kill me.
Execution is... execution.
Everyone's gonna kill me.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas.
Same dialogue. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. So it's on me to, investigate. I think I should look through Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. When did I wake up? It was like an hour after we traded rooms, wasn't it? The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find the truth. But, so that we can all survive, and for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Alright, that really told me nothing. I already knew pretty much all of that. Aside from the only thing that it told me was when it happened, and that her wrist was fractured. A file had been added to my bullet section of my handbook. Alright, first things first. How do I open menus again in this game? Ah, there we go. First things first. Save the game. Alright, Yashiro. Where were you? The night of the 5th. What's today? I don't know what the date is. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, Mother of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. What about you, Chihiro? Chihiro's one of the few people I trust. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Sad. Sad boy hours. Can I investigate her body again? I gently placed my hands on Junko's lifeless body. Wrist check for a pulse. Nothing. She really is dead. Damn it. Why is this happening? Alright. What else? What is that? What is this? Oh, it's a camera. Someone's spying on us with that camera. Who is it and what for? Alright. The investigation commences. Let the investigation commence. That's where I took the sword. Leave the area? Yeah, we're getting out of here. First of all, I should head to the scene that the crime happened, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Ooh. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. It might reveal something new. Alright, first and foremost, the scratches on the wall. There are scratches and gouges on the walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yeah. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Yeah, all the rooms are soundproof. Yeah, all the rooms are completely soundproof. So something could have happened in this room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
perhaps this is another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth. Why are you here? My keys. What about the floor? There are scratches and gouges on the walls and bed, signs of a struggle, same thing. Must have been some kind of fight in my room. The rooms are completely soundproof, remember? Yeah. Wait, maybe she picked up the lint roller, rolled them a little bit, got a little piece of their clothes on it, and now I'm gonna, like, pull off the thread of their clothes and be like, ah, martial arts fighting rap, it was you. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and then decide to clean up a little? Wait, where's my trash can? Where the fuck is my trash can? I want to investigate my trash can. Did she clean up my room? What? What about my notepad? Did she write anything? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. My drawer. Toolkit still there. Which makes sense. It's mine. No need to open it. No situation. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
what?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of us guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. No one has opened their toolkits. So if someone has opened their toolkit... Wait! Oh, wait a second. If there's a fucking toolkit, can they tamper with the lock? That seems so cheap, though. That the guys get a toolkit to, like, open, like, the locks on the doors. Unless there's no screws, and you can't screw it. If there are no screws on the doors, then it would take someone smart to use the tools as a lockpick. Were these tools too big for a lockpick? It has to be someone smart. It has to have been fucking... dude, I think it has to have been, dude, what's his fucking name? The asshole I was convicting earlier. The guy with the glasses. I forget his name. Sorry, I'm forgetting everyone's name. Wait, I can check, can't I? Report card? Byakuya. He's my #1 suspect right now. Byakuya is my #1 suspect. There's my keys. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. Must be mine, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I gave it to her. That's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the keys in her room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room into the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it, otherwise what's the point of even switching? So how did she open the door? Why did she open the door? She said she wouldn't open it for anyone. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? It's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms had been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Huh. So she didn't open it. So someone did make their way in. Can I analyze the door? I should check the room first of all. I wanted to analyze the door. Holy shit. What the fuck? The sword. There's a lot of shit. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does it mean it was used to attack somehow? Plus the sword's been taken out. It's just the sheath, but... There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. There are some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. Oh, the sword itself. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way, but it could slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? There's scratches on the sheath, probably because they took off the sheath, then the killer picked up the sheath, and then she fucking started wailing on it. Sort of like fucking Hammer Bros, Super Smash Bros, Super Hammer. And then they were using it to block. What about the sword itself? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used to attack somehow? And plus, it'd been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised that it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating comes off part of the blade and the handle. Yes, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if it's just a touch of a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullets. Dude, I've been saying this since the start. Whoever has gold coating on like their hands and shit, they're going to be the killer.
By the way,
you know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before you found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hands to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when time comes. So there's a trash chute. You ever want to do a Smash stream? No, I don't really play Smash, unfortunately. I've been playing it casually, only recently, but no Smash stream. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Alright. I feel like I've analyzed... What about the bed? Wait, the bed. There are gouges on the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Jesus. How many swings of the sword does this take? What, she take 50? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She took like 50 swings of the sword. Unironically. She's smacking everything. What is this? The display stand the sword was on. Okay. What the camera? The camera is probably just gonna say it caught everything. Surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using it to keep an eye on us. It won't stop us from happening. They just keep on watching. Alright. Let's go to the bathroom. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No. Not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the
Lose
room.
a contact or something?
What, am I stupid? I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Why is my character dumb? But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Yeah, it's clean. I picked that up from the lint roller. Unusual? What do you mean?
So,
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find a single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something a while when I was looking around before, but it looks like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I'd never touched it. Did someone has used it
I
too?
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. But in other words, someone other than you came in, scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
And that's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullets. I think that means I need to go out and search the trash room. Like Mondo said. Can I investigate the crime scene? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. Yeah. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. Fuck. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh my god, I can't investigate the bathroom. What'd she write? She wrote on the wall with her blood? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Rello! Does she spell hello with an R-E-O... No, it's not even a... What does that say backwards? 73011? Is that a code? What? Written in blood are the numbers 11037. I don't know why I'm reading it backwards. It clearly is forward, but... Did Sayaka do this? 11037. The fuck? What does she know that I don't? The water from the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Yeah, that it does. That it does. I told myself I couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? The kitchen? That's probably definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. It's not great. It's not a great omen that I forgot that her wrist was fractured. But there's some sort of glittery there, some glitter there on her wrist too. Oh, this is a sword? Right there, her wrist was all swollen. There's something glittery. That's definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of her blood, of both of her hands, are totally spotless. So how come her left finger? Oh, clearly she wrote it. Wrist and bullets had been added to the section of my handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. So then when she broke her wrist... So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist have gotten broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggles. Dude, she must have gotten hit with a sword. That's why the yellow glitter on her wrist. It's the sword. So she wasn't using it for self-defense. Maybe she was using the sheath for self-defense. She might have gotten smacked by the sword. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Huh. Yeah.
It would seem...
It would look like you found it. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I keep pressing the wrong button. Reaction! The bloody numbers. What do you think they mean? I don't know what they mean. The wrist, I think I've already deduced the wrist. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. Only her hand towards the wall. 11037. Can you do that? If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? It'd be backwards. The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dude, we're trying to solve a murder! Tell me! Yeah, that looks written backwards. Dying message been added to the truth book. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to the numbers, who better than to ask than the ultimate programmer? Oh. There's one other thing I'd like to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? It's always been broken. Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section. What does that have to do with anything? I mean, it's fine. Sayaka gets in there quite easily. I don't fucking know, dude.
Correct.
The door doesn't fit quite right in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice. Well, just trying to close the bathroom door. Just try closing it. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Oh, it's broken. What happened to the doorknob? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. So it was a man. All women ruled out. All females ruled out of the equation. It's one of the males. Clearly, God forbid we have to execute another one of the female characters. Two of them are already fucking dead. What was the intention? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? No, aside from Sayaka. Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about that. Interesting. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost. Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into this DVD Sayaka got. Oh, the DVD about, like, why she would want to leave. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there were some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what happened, or what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Yo, what do you think about the whole thing? Let's get their opinion. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer must have destroyed some evidence. Oh, same thing. He just tell me the same thing. I thought he'd have, like, different dialogue options. Guess not. Alright, time to leave. So one of the guys, eh? Kiyotaka? I don't think it was Kiyotaka. Jesus fucking Christ, it's you. I believe you're the fucking killer. Can I go into your room? You bitch. I don't want to talk to you. Actually, I'd probably talk to you. Push you for questions.
Strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you're the culprit? Yeah, oh, the classic. The classic. Is it because you're the killer? What a cunt. You've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? No, he's manipulating me. This man is trying to emotionally manipulate me. He got the faintest scent of blood, and he went after me like a shark. He's like, oh, clearly it's him. This slight piece of evidence, clearly it's him. Everyone, let's kill Makoto. Fuck you, Byakuya. All we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's... Okay, I double pressed it, my bad. Can I enter other people's rooms? This is Byakuya's room. Hey, huh? Did I give you permission to do that? Get your hand off that door. I can't imagine this has anything to do with the case anyway. Fuck you. It does have everything to do with the case. He's lying. He's lying. I got him. I got him backed away. Why would he not want me to investigate his room? If he's got nothing to hide, why wouldn't he want me in there? This doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be because... Could it be the nameplate? Makoto. Sayaka. Wait, what? Sayaka was... This is Sayaka's room. Why is my name on the door now? Why is Sayaka's name on that door? What the fuck? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Oh, dude, what the fuck just happened? Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? All that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Why would that happen? Alright, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would that happen? Who cares? If someone wanted to pin the murder on me, why change the nameplates? Makoto's room, her body in my room. You changed the nameplates. Now it's like, oh, Sayaka died in her room? This is like, doesn't make sense, even from the killer's perspective. surely you wouldn't want to change the nameplates. Obviously, I think this just points towards the toolkit and the fact that the toolkit might have been used to, like, change it, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. How about you? Also, I need to see the programmer. The ultimate programmer. Very strange. Mr. Naiji, what was Miss Mizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. You think I'm really guilty? Is there a time limit? I'll be honest. Is there a time limit? Do I have all the time in the world? I'm not seeing a timer, so I feel like I'm good. What is that? This is the trash room. That's my room. This is Sayaka's room. Wait, I should probably enter Sayaka's room, right? No time limit, don't worry. Alright, thank you. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if it was like, oh, I'd investigate a bunch of stuff and then all of a sudden, like, you know, it'd be like, bing dong, bing bong, time's up. What's your determination, huh? Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. I thought the bathroom had a lock on it. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Ah, the DVD. Sayaka really got upset after what was in that video. I wonder what did she see. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. I think that's it. Got it. DVD added to inventory. Can I just take our sewing kit? Sewing kit, organ mat, no useful clues. Alright, nothing. I wonder what this code is for. Leave the area? Yes. Alright, do we go to the AV room? What should we do first? Map. It tells me where clues are. What is this room? The dining hall. There's a clue in the dining hall? I want to go to the AV room. Main hall. Where's Chihiro? She's the ultimate programmer. I want to watch her video first and foremost. Dude, I keep thinking I'm going to get, like, jump scared by something. Ah, this is the AV room. Like, I turn a corner, I'm like... Ugh. I just hate the way it forces me to turn around. I should be able to use to see what's on the DVD. The DVD Sayaka had threw in her garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Hey! An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage in front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She had been so important to her. That had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. So all of the blood in her organs. Not dead. Not with a knife in her stomach. Not bleeding out on my bathroom floor. She looked so much better back then. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken. And then... the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speaker.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then... I forced them to eat chocolate cakes all day, and now they're out of shape and ugly. Suddenly, the screen went dark. And the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. Now in ruins. The screen's eyes look like any stage that's not currently airing anything. That currently doesn't have a performance happening. It's just off. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. It's just their diet. Ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Listen, it's just their diet. They're a bit malnourished. They don't have the energy they need. They're just tired.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
for Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to.
Well, then why would she want to leave if there's nowhere for her to return to?
So here's the billion-dollar question.
Seems like terrible blackmail.
What could have caused the group to go to pieces?
The lack of a lead singer. I don't know. Maybe when you have a band and then, like, literally one of the core members, like, the face of the band goes away. How many bands have we seen where it's like the face goes away and then the band just collapses? Of course, the band failed. Doesn't mean they don't have a career. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that even he was able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? I don't believe it. I don't believe a second. I feel like we're in some sort of fake world. Leave the area? Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't buy his bullshit. What do you have got to say, buddy?
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I have uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it. Who shows the room? Is it, right? Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, beam! Sorry, just a little joke, even though I do jokes sometimes. I already uncovered that secret. Where's the trash chute? Is he trash? I don't know where the ultimate programmer is. Where is Chihiro? Where is she? Main hall. First floor. Main hall. This the main hall? I'm afraid I'm gonna accidentally enter like a fucking place and I'm gonna like die. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree. We do not know who the culprit is. Okay, she turned Jamaican, my bad. And let's leave it at that. My voice cannot do vampire. I cannot do a, Transylvanian accent. Sometimes it slips into Jamaican. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Until then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking? Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room. So everyone keeps pointing me into the same direction. It's the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there's one little problem, which is...
As for me...
The place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. Oh no, she's a clean freak! God damn it! Oh. Fuck. She's a clean freak, dude. But that doesn't necessarily equate to the murder. The murder was cleaned the room to avoid evidence. She's like OCD about cleanliness. I don't think she like killed someone and be like, oh, this place is so dirty. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Alright. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's one piece of evidence that points towards her. It doesn't mean anything with the toolkit. How would she have gotten a toolkit? My toolkit was perfectly fine. Doesn't necessarily add up. One thing points to her, but that's it. Well, where's the trash room? Can someone just tell me what the trash room looks like? Oh, there she is. Is it the laundry room? I would like to just fast travel, please. There we go. What does the trash room look like? Oh, there's the trash room. Oh, I see it. Yeah, up by the dorms. I see it. I see. Good shout. Well, let me go to the laundry room real quick. Oh, I thought Aoi was in here. Oh, I guess not. Whoops. Alright, to the trash room. Trash room is big. What is this? What is the point of this room? On the right. Alright. I need to find lint. Oh, gate! Oh, balls, man. Locked by a gate. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Hey, got a coin, baby. That's 4. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
Fuck you. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get the gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person who's on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning?
No, you can't go any further!
The stupid bear. Or this is stupid. I better be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Was he on repeat? Cleaning duty. Who's on cleaning duty? Sorry, this seems like the easiest answer I've ever seen in my entire life. Leave the area? Yeah. Whoever's on cleaning duty. If a man was on cleaning duty, easy. So now I gotta go around and ask people. First things first, I said I was supposed to, I should, whatchamacallit? Talk to the ultimate programmer, which was her? Chihiro? Talking about that key. The code. I needed to confront her about the code. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I can ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she be, maybe she knows more than she's letting on? Alright, Makoto, chill out. You're not as smart as you think you are. No, couldn't be. There you go. Dummy. No way, seriously, I don't want to die in here. Yo, tell me, who was on trash duty? Shit. He doesn't know anything. Who was on trash, dude? Who can I trust? Is you. Been a while since I've talked to Toko. Even though Toko's being a bit of a cunt. She's in classroom B. Toko thinks I did it. And I don't like her. And I hate her. I actually hate her. This blackboard belongs to us now. Secret beauty. The fuck? Toko, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? Cleaning duty?
What's your
Like,
problem?
I know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that. Taka? Wait, let me check everything. Let me get the coins. There's a clock telling me what time it is, but I can't see outside. Okay, no coins. Everything looks all the same. Taka. Taka. Wait, that's Taka? Yeah, Kiyotaka. Dude, fucking nicknames in this game. Taka. Taka. My man. Tell me something. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. So you're on cleaning duty now?
Wrong.
Actually, no. Huh? Okay. Then who is? Tell me Byakuya. Say it. Say his name. Say it right here and now for us all to hear. Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. Hifumi. Was that Byakuya? He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty yet then. Indeed. But we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when the time comes, I'll be counting on you. Wait, Hifumi. Byakuya? Hifumi. Wait, Hifumi. The fucking simp. Of course he would kill the fucking hot pop idol. What a fucking bitch. The nerd. The nerd who can't fucking hope to get someone like Sayaka. Of course he kills her. I got all the evidence I need. We'll kill Hifumi right now. That room. The dining hall. Wait, I need to go to the dining hall. The simp, of course. It's always the simp. It's always them. What do you have to say, Owie? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? No, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me be calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell you the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. You were in the dining hall when Sayaka was killed? Why'd you break the rule? Also, it could be a girl. I know I said Hifumi, like, I'm so confident it's Hifumi, but he's a simp, which means all it takes is any of the female characters to ask him for his toolkit, and he'll give it to them, because he's a simp. I gotta check the back door. I gotta check back there. I gotta find the knife. Oh, don't be Owie. I like Owie. Check the vegetables. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about it. No, I saw a coin. That's why I saw noteworthy about it. The knife rack, of course. There it is. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Too big to small, but one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set. Oh, maybe she knows. Maybe she's seen someone going in and out of the place. Ooh. Wait, the meats? Wait, the meats? Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. Coin, give me the money. Let me buy some presents. Alright, this is where she can free herself. Evidence. Who have you seen going back there? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Totally.
Yeah, weird. I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, we were all lined up in nice, neat row. So when did you notice that one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Awie's account has been added to the truth bullets. But she didn't see who took it. What does that mean? She didn't see who took the knife. So how does that clear me? What if I just... I didn't see him there. That clears everyone. That literally clears everyone. I didn't see you. She clears everyone. That's not an account. Did you really kill Sayaka? What? No, of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. Oops. So, when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. I feel like I need to confront Hifumi. I wonder what he'll say. What does he have to say about this whole thing, huh? I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? If it just so happens, Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Him. It's him. It's him. It doesn't line up. Yeah, fucking Taka told you you were on cleaning duty. Monokuma did not tell you that you were on cleaning duty. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week. So eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get to the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to it? What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all just throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone can go in and out of the trash room whenever they'd want, then destroying the evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important
Hey,
than
you
that.
bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want a cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something. I knew no one else would want to do it. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why
Is
you
it
did it.
like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it? Hey.
No way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
Yeah, I believe it. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. How are you not totally embarrassed about stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, then there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What? If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask of you. What? So now that you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma or saving a village or beat a boss. So nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room or look around. Oh, okay. So easy. Hey, take me to the trash room. So Hifumi and I headed to the trash room. Yo, Mystic Fire, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, Kyrie, what's going on? How's the game going? Pretty good. We're uncovering the murderer. I think, alright, maybe Hifumi wasn't it. I feel like his story doesn't add up, but I feel like he could be innocent. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? I know. You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found himself a way out. Whatever. Please, just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled out the key of his pocket and used it to flip the switch to the gate, and then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi...
Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? If you want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Can we trust him? No, we can't trust him. Maybe. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the incinerator. Used to be some kind of a glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that... Do you know what that is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. That kidding aside is the only thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Glass shard. Think what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should still be sitting in the gym. Better go find out for sure. Oh, it's the hippies ball. Ah. Also, Kyrie, I don't know how busy you are. You're probably like still insanely busy with college, but I might message you about like a small commission. If you have time. If you don't have time, don't worry about it. But it's a very small and easy commission. Maybe. Alright, what's this? There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Blood. Of a button-up shirt. It looks like a burnt piece of something. The shirt. A burnt piece. Like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth and the shape, part of a sleeve of a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt piece of shirt. What is a shirt? You're wearing a shirt. Evidence still points to Hifumi. I don't want to press the button. If I press the button, I might turn it on and then destroy evidence. This is the incinerator. The way, it's away in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. It's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be cleaning duty. Make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on? So someone didn't get into the gate. They fucking balled up the shirt, tossed it, swished it into the incinerator. The sleeve fell out. They took the crystal ball, chucked it at the button, also fucking absolutely nailed it like an NFL champion. And then burnt the shirt, and the shirt fell off, and the crystal ball was broken. I've analyzed the scene. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? Did someone else die? Oh yeah, Junko died. The fashionista. Monokuma murdered her because she stepped on him. No, you said that last time you were here. The incinerator was off. Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check this place out. I definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open it, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, so that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? It's been added to the truth bullets of our handbook. This whole thing has been quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off and the glass shards and burnt clothes weren't... Wait, does that mean Mr. Neiji? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries have been solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. What a idiot. Yeah. Oops, not that one. Report card. Junko. She's the one that died. Rip. Sad, sad hours. What do you have to say for yourself, huh? Mr. Naiji, you seem a little down. Huh? Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of smut stuff to help you cheer you up. Nice. Listen, I'd be set. He's my go-to guy. Leave the area? Alright, I gotta talk to the hippie. Now he's sus. Alright, I think I've cleared Hifumi. I think Hifumi's been cleared. But this guy. Unless he gave out his crystal ball. Is he also wearing a button-up shirt? He is wearing a button-up shirt. It is rolled up. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out. I haven't enough. Gotta break out. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. And tots. Was that seriously all BS? Let's just put that aside for now. But can you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Everyone's everywhere. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Oh, Aoi was in that laundry room at one point. The crystal ball had been updated in the truth bullet. This is like Among Us. Guys, the last time I saw Aoi, she was the last one I saw in the laundry room. It's her. Dude, this is fucking... Where did I last see everyone? Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel... I kind of feel bad for him. Thought there was no time limit. I thought there was no time limit.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
No, I don't have the answer.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial.
Hopefully Kyoko investigated the fucking laundry room.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. What if I don't? What if I'm just a little late? What if I'm just a little late to the party? I can't fucking fast travel. It's not gonna allow me to go anywhere else. Right? It won't allow me to go anywhere else. I can't TP. Can I walk? In. There's no running away now. The red door, I have no choice but to go through it. Fuck! I thought I would be allowed to... The laundry room, though!